Panic in Rivers over alleged move by administrator to appoint LG caretakers. Why would they appoint LG caretakers? It's been told specifically that we cannot do anything, you cannot appoint anybody. Just be there as an administrator. Just make sure that the state is in peace. So why would they want to appoint LG caretakers? I don't believe this, I beg. There's a fresh panic in Rivers State over an alleged move by the newly appointed sole administrator, Vice Admiral Ekwe Ibas, retired, to appoint administrators to head the 23 local government areas. He was not given that right. It's not Russia. They've done things that are unconstitutional in the past how many days. So if he says he wants to appoint LG caretakers, that is not constitutional, well, we would also believe that he too is trying to do something that is not in the constitution. But I strongly doubt he's going to do that, because they told him, the president said he has no opportunity to appoint anybody to do anything like a governor would. All he has to do is just to be the administrator. That's all. So why would he appoint LG caretakers? That one a passing of boundary. I don't think so. So it's gathered that President Bola Tinubu had, upon the appointment of Ibas, allegedly tasked him with setting up a leadership system at the local government area of the state. When did he task him to do that? And that the administrator who had promised peace in the state was on the verge of appointing local government administrator. Very funny. Very, very funny. So he's going to appoint LG caretakers. Nawa. Nariwa. A source privy to the development regretted that Ibas, despite the clear provision of the Nigerian Constitution and the recent Supreme Court judgment affirming the autonomy of LGs, is making effort to take an action that is alien to all known laws. Abi? It is well. The source, who did not want his name mentioned, said the move, if carried out, would amount to disregard for democratic principles and a violation of the Supreme Court's ruling. Well, the people that put in there, so they violated a whole lot of things. They violated the Constitution, they've not obeyed, they've done things according to what they think is okay, and not according to the democratic principles of our country, according to the Constitution. So if he does that, well, it's the people that put in there that is giving him the lever to do that. Okay, it is a violation of the Supreme Court ruling, which reaffirmed that local government must be governed by elected officials, not hand-picked appointees. It is well. The sources allege that names of supposed administrators have already been compiled, raising fears of an orchestrated attempt to subvert the will of the people. It was learned that the appointment had been skewed in favor of the big political actors in the state. However, those on the other side of the political divide are planning a showdown once the appointments are made. It is very funny. Very, very funny. I don't think so, Sha. Mike Akogo says appointing local government caretaker is unconstitutional. Of course, we know that. Every move about Rivers is an aberration. When will this illegal impunity stop? We don't know. It is well. Obiora says, but Supreme Court has ruled that caretakers should no longer be appointed to head LG. That if there are no elected chairmen, they will not get allocation. Reason why every state moved fast to conduct election to beat December deadline. Well, Supreme Court no longer has, they don't get levels again. They've really done a whole lot of things. So everybody is not obeying them, obviously. Because why would Supreme Court say that LG should have autonomy, and some government are still saying that, they want to appoint LG caretakers? For what? So what's the autonomy for? It is well. I don't know, Sha. Awon Makunle says, yes, he must appoint caretakers for local governments. Why? He can't do that. He cannot appoint anybody. He's handpicked. He was not elected in. So he cannot do that. He cannot. Local government people, and except the courts are to wait for 6 months in the first instance, if no extension. You think there will be no extension? Of course there will be extension. Osita Paul says, I'm not surprised to hear this, because that was part of the reason behind the appointment of the sole administrator. Wike wants to plant his boys exactly in all the local governments, and that is all. APC-led governments are ready for all kinds of evil without fear of anybody, since Judiciary and National Assembly are now toothless bulldog. Exactly. Toothless bulldog. Nobody listens to them again. Nobody listens to the Supreme Court again, because They've already give a whole lot of nonsense units. So who wants to obey them? Nobody. Only revolution will save Nigeria from sinking down the deep sea. It is well. Vincent CP says, what peace? Wike had got what he ever wanted, and that dragged Fubara down as a governor. And with the strong support of presidency and the judiciary, the sinister scheming of Wike executed Fubara. Since then, I believe that has resigned to fate. Of course, he has. He has resigned to fate rather than compromise and do something that he would not do as a child of God. He would rather just let go of everything. That is what he's doing. I think he has resigned to fate. Really, he has moved on. He has already moved on with his life. He has moved on with his life. Abel says, I don't think that is the reason why the administrator came in. I think he came to help facilitate peace in Rivers State. Which peace? Which peace? The Rivers State tell people that they did not have peace before. I beg. Na lie. Aganafo says, sure say these two Abuja big boys never knocked this new administrator for yansh. There are so many anomalies going on currently in Rivers State. Of course now. They are the ones that put him there now, so they must have told him these are the things that you are going to do once you get there, blah 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 blah, and he's going to do everything. It is well. Francis OK says, good people of Rivers State, be patient with this ugly development and desist from doing anything that could further devastate your state. Why not seek redress in courts? Which courts? Courts that belongs to them. There's no point. It's not a bad option. Even though the judicial is what it is today, thank God you know that the judicial is already bad. And you going to court is like, probably you have money to lavish. Because you know go win them, especially against the president and governors and whatever, and the likes of Wike. I don't think you are going to win. The new administrator is answerable to higher authority, and he who pays the piper takes the tune here. With constructive approach, the decision could be reviewed in a very short time. You think so? Let's wait and see. Michael Owatebe says, when a state of emergency is declared, all elected offices cease. That is why elected officials should not play to the gallery. Okay. AI Money says, Pro-Fubara activists, please listen. I've failed to realize that there is a state of emergency in Rivers State. What that means is that the administration of the state will not necessarily in conformity with the enabling law, of course, because they put in there in a way that is unconstitutional. So everything is going to do is going to be probably unconstitutional. It is well. I do need that it says they have a game plan. It's unfolding gradually. They don't care about constitution or democracy. It's about the interests meant to be safeguarded. And so, that's just the truth. It is well, my listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.